if we looked at a strategy, because obviously I'm assuming if we can't, we've got, our academy is very good. We looked at something of how we keep those kids, or we make sure if we do lose them, we're rewarded for the work we've done.
Absolutely, and that was something that really got to me. When I got here was that we probably need to change the way we were giving contracts and the way those contracts were structured. To still give some level of longevity, but they were not in a way that would expose us financially, but that would also motivate them. So you've got to get a balance of all those factors to make sure the contract is just spot on. So what we work on is sort of an escalation system in terms of the amount of games they play, and then they see those increases in their salary, and then creating quite a fairly a good length contract so that we've got them in for a longer period of time and can continue to oversee their development. So you've got to find the right balance, and we have been changing those over the last year. So I'm more hopeful that we'll be able to keep hold of a lot more of the talent, but obviously there's always going to be instances where, particularly when you get in earlier and there's very little you can do to lock players in. You can't lock players in when they're younger. It's against the rules. So you are more exposed, before kind of scholarship and the sort of pro stage. So, whilst it's wonderful you can get players, that are playing for England, that obviously makes them more of a target for other clubs. But, that's the way it goes. And I think one of the knock-on effects is obviously, at the Premier League, with their the PL2 and their development squads that they have there, there's been a lot of discussions about Premier League clubs, disbanding their academies. We effectively become their academies. The younger division teams become their academies. We're doing it for them. So it makes it so. We could get to a stage where it makes it quite difficult to keep hold of your really good talent. And there was discussions recently at EFL meetings about how do we protect that, and how did we make it work for both parties. So there's a lot of thought and thinking going into that process at the moment to make sure that the clubs lower down the leagues are protected to a certain extent. But it's not an easy one, and it won't be solved overnight, that's for certain.